Pilots, welcome back to RC Air Training Command. As you know, we'll go far and wide to bring you the best in model aviation. Today we're completely excited to bring in the FMS Zero, so much so that we've brought in our Japanese liaison. Who better to fly the Japanese Zero than our Japanese liaison here?
こんにちは。私の名前はキャプテンマイクです。人はライアンです。
That's right. Otherwise known as Captain Mike for us English speakers. So, Captain Mike, what are we going to be flying today?
日本。人は日本です。Mitsubishi Zero.
The Mitsubishi Zero. You heard it, folks. Stay tuned. We're going to get right out at the field and we're going to show you what this plane can do. I tell you, I've never seen a warbird exhibit such a gentle character and also be able to handle with ease whatever you've thrown at it. It really flies something special. So stay tuned, enjoy the video. We're going to run it through its paces, show you landings on grass and pavement. And as always, stay tuned till the end of the video for the debriefing portion where we get into the technical aspects of the aircraft. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, subscribe, and we'll be seeing you at the airfield.
Nippon Zero, Ichiban desu.
FMS Zero. Who's flying this today?
看板は私の名前はキャプテンマイクです。あなたが日本三菱ゼロです。
What he said.
Sayonara! Sayonara!
Yeah. Good.
I always fly mostly on pavement, so there's going to have to be some modifications done to the landing gear so we can get this thing to roll better through the grass. But it's a very good aircraft. I've got the, I switched the motor out and I've got a 650 kV. It's slightly bigger than the 4250 motor, and just by a couple of millimeters actually on the length and width. It bolts right in. Nitroplanes carries it. And that particular motor runs for like $28. We have it, I install it, and all the bolt patterns line right up. And this will give you a climb like nobody's business.
Definitely increase the speed.
Absolutely.
And your thrust as well?
Absolutely. The speed is more, yeah.
And did your flight time suffer much?
No, not at all. Yeah, Sky Lipo.
3300?
This is 3300, yes. And actually with the original motor, now I didn't change anything from the ESC, and that's a 50 amp.
Is it still riding where they do it stock, or did you change that?
I changed all this. I opened up this hole so that 3300 will work, and it sits down at the bottom. Normally this was a top feeder where it would fit in here, and of course when you put a bigger battery in, there's no way that you're going to get your canopy on.
Right.
So I took that out. Now
helps with the CG too to have it lower.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So that scoop there on the bottom functions.
Yes, yes it does.
Very cool, as well as of course the dummy radial.
Right. Now on the 10 version, they actually have a scoop because it's it's not the A6M, it's a different.
Sure, in the cowling.
Right, and it actually has the nice scoop in the front, which even is way better than the green version.
So let me, real quick, I'm sorry. So this one, stock, 50 amp ESC, 500 kV, 4250 motor. As it comes in the box.
Yes.
All right, and you upgraded it to a 650 kV, slightly larger motor.
Yes, and to get that speed, I'm getting what you do on a 4250. I'm getting all that on a half throttle. So when I go full throttle, as you can see, the thing is just
well, and no weight penalty for what you've done. It still floats like a feather. I can't believe this plane.
And the thing is, you know, I'm already. I went 4 minutes over the 6. I mean, all my flights I like to time at 6, but I'm very confident to go 4 minutes, 3 minutes over the alarm. All my FMSs, that's the first thing I do. If it comes with a 4250 motor, I yank it out and replace it.
So other than that, that was a fun modification to change the motor, but not absolutely necessity.
Not necessity,
but pretty cool.
Yes.
So as far as a necessary modification, it really doesn't need any. Unless you're one of those guys that you just know you're going to fly off of grass, maybe give the retracts a little cheat.
Right. The retracts, I'm going to have to do something. As you see, when it gets into slow speed, it will nose over.
Well, look, guys, how it lines up. You can barely see the wheel. You know, it's nice to at least have the axle at the leading edge, and really a little bit further. So, boy, he's wore the tread off of those flying off pavement, hadn't he, guys? Check that out.
I've got a lot of hours on
those. Those are the FMS tires, and man, there's hardly a rib left on them. Anyway, you can tell where he likes to fly, and I really had to twist his arm to get him here at the grass field today, but it did just fine. Coming in with a little extra power, just keep that airflow moving over the tail surface really helps.
And take your time with it when you're coming in for your landing. Get that constant descent rate, you know, as slow as possible, and flirt with it on the ground, and make sure you're going to get that nice 3-pointer. You know, get that tail wheel down. That way she'll roll for a bit, and then at the end she will do a little nose over. But by that time the prop has lost all of its momentum. You're not going to scratch up the prop or anything.
Right.
Like that.
It gently at the very end. I mean, it's great landing. You saw it, and guys, it'll be on the video. Great landing, nice rollout, and at the very end, just kiss the ground. Glad to be home. I want to get one of these too. I like it.
Yep. If we can get it to roll as good as the Wolf, we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think we can, and if we get to doing those modifications, we'll show you how we did it. I mean, I have a feeling it's going to be putting some washers under the rear screws on the retract unit themselves, but however, I know that's going to alter the way the gear doors shut flush with the wing, so it may be.
It's going to make a tri-gear.
Make it a tricycle gear? Yeah. Yeah, let's get a plane with retracts and flaps and make it a belly lander. We'll get a bungee out here and just catapult it.
There we go.
You think you're going to do the Dave Brown tires?
Absolutely. All my FMSs do get Dave Browns.
So if you can give a little shock absorption in your tire selection, excellent. Do those tires bolt on, or wheel collar? Or are they those retaining clips?
It's not a retaining clip.
Wheel collar.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, see, it's real easy to change them out when you got that. Worth it. The FMS Zero, killer diller.
Yes, it is.
All right, we'll see you, folks.
Goodbye. Hopefully we can get her up off the ground on this grass here.
Oh!
Prop.